Nigeria lost over 16.25 trillion naira to crude oil theft and sabotage in the past 10 years. This is statistics according to the Nigerian Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, (NATI), which equates 619.7 million barrels of crude oil valued at $46.16 billion or 16.25 trillion naira. In this report, our correspondent Dele Fasson takes a look at the drop in oil production amid oil theft, efforts of security operatives, and the private firm Tantita. Details in this report.
Since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assumed office in May 29, 2023 as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, one of his major objectives was to direct the NNPC Limited, security agencies and the Tantita Security Services owned by former militant leader Tom Polo to synergize in ensuring that the OPEC 1.8 million barrels per day oil production quantum is achieved. To this effect, the allegations and counter-allegations against security operatives after the arrests of oil vessels and burning of illegal refineries in the Niger Delta region continue to raise concern. A retired military officer, a prominent traditional ruler and life patron of traditional rulers in oil-producing communities in Nigeria, as well as other stakeholders, accuse security operatives for alleged complicity.
We've been hearing the involvement of all the more or less connivance with some bad eggs, and then also connivance with some officials of the operating oil companies there and so on and so forth with regard to oil theft. It is very, very unfortunate because it has brought down so much professionalism into our armed forces and other security agencies assigned generally.
The whole thing is a network of top echelons. The multinational oil companies are not excluded. The military, really there. When I talk of the military, you have not only the army, you have the navy, you have even the marine police, all those who have one reason or the other to work in the waterways.
The record are valuable. That security company, that private security company led by government, Tom Polo, has been able to do a lot of good job. They have been able to intercept a lot of criminal elements. They have been able to intercept ships that has stolen crude oil from this country, which has been going on many years ago. And yet the Navy has not been able to review that. The DSS has not been able to review that. The Nigerian intelligence agency has not been able to review that. But because of the proactiveness of that security company, they have been able to tell Nigerians that, look, the majority of the oil are not accounted for.
The implication is very simple. One, it will reduce the revenue that is accruing to the country, and that means that what the trade sale or government will be sharing will also be reduced. And the implication is that the projects and all other activities of government will also be reduced because of the reduced income coming to the country.
On the rift between the private security outfit Tantita, who made several arrests, and security operatives, the security expert and traditional ruler called on the federal government to allow Tantita protect the oil facilities. This is as the chief of the naval staff exonerates his men and security operatives for crude oil theft.
And I'm telling you, as far as I'm concerned, that very company is best, honestly, to protect, because generally they are all from that general area. They know the nooks and crannies, like you said, right inside the scrabbles, the swamps, and so on and so forth. So they know it, and they know their people. And then their own people too would have preferred them. It would have been good for them to see that they are being protected, or they are being stopped.
Tantita Security Services is like throwing a clog on the wheel of progress. That wheel of illicit dealings, the wheel of calling a loaded vehicle being escorted out, and there is another person now coming, no, you cannot do this. That is where the crisis is coming.
Well, the issue of allegation of involvement of our personnel in oil theft, this is the age of social media, and many people who do not even have the full details, they just put something up there. But if you go through some of those allegations and you investigate them, you find out that the basis of those allegations are unfounded. For instance, somebody will just see a vessel somewhere, he will say, oh, the military are involved. He doesn't even know whether there's proper approval from NNPC for that vessel to load. But he will put it on social media that he saw some military men on board the vessel, and that vessel is engaged in illegal bunkering, without having the correct information.
Meanwhile, as major stakeholders in the Niger Delta and Nigeria commend the NNPC Limited for contracting Tantita in anticipation of the contract renewal, the target for surpassing the OPEC benchmark will be achieved if all stakeholders play by their rule in sustaining the major resources of the Nigerian economy. From Warri in Delta State, Daily Fason reporting for Galaxy News.